Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in, man. You tuning in to the Buyck Brothers Urban Podcast Network. And as you see, man, this is a particular type of series where we talk about man issues and relationships, economics, fatherhood, so on and so on. This is dedicated to the particular man, right, that put in effort to try to do better in life. You know what I'm saying? So if you just tuning in for the first time, I appreciate it, man. We rocking on the Buyck Brothers Urban Podcast Network. And we got a show for you, man. So on that note, man, we get back with you in a second. Peace. Okay. If you're just tuning in for the first time, man, this your boy Big Boss Semi. And as I said previously, we rocking on the Buyck Brothers Urban Podcast Network. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this shit, man. Hey, but before I get started, man, I'd be appreciated, man. I appreciate you, man, if you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this video, not necessarily meaning that you support everything that I say, because I might say some things that you might agree with, and I'm sure I'm gonna say some things that you might not agree with. But the effort that I put into making these particular type of videos, you just showing appreciation for the content. You showing appreciation that you appreciate what I do. That's it. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. Is she worth the risk? Is she worth the risk? This is what you got to ask yourself, man, when you contemplate making a drastic change in your life. You dig what I'm saying? Some for the good, some for the bad. Hopefully, it's for the good. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, life is not perfect, man. Sometimes, man, we go down that particular journey. You dig what I'm saying? To where we have to make drastic changes in our life, man, in order to improve one's mental health, right? Amongst other things that I'm not going to get into right now, but we will touch on a lot of them. Mental stability is very important right now in the era that we living in. We living in a drastic time in history with all this racial things, marriages falling apart, communities fighting with one another, man. Everybody, the hate levels is on an all-time high. That's what we cope with and we deal with when we go outside our doors. People like me, I have to deal with certain things because I still have to go outside my door. I can't be condemned into my place. I have to work. I have to go out and pay my bills, which I do most of those online. But for the most part, you got to go out and you got to shop for your food, and you got to do certain things. You got to go to the doctor. You got to go to the eye doctor, and you just got to go and you got to experience life. So therefore, I'm not confined to my place. So therefore, I do have to deal with the issues that's out in the world. But I'll be damned if I'm going to deal with issues when I come back into my sanctuary, which is my home, which is a place that I rest my head at, a place that I feel secure most of the time. No, I do feel secure. My place is a place that I can come and relax and I can work on my endeavors. I got a couple of businesses, man, that I do that I do off the computer, which is graphic design, and I do a lot of my marketing strategies, and hey, but I do it from my home. And the one thing besides the added stress is unnecessary stress. Unnecessary stress that doesn't really do the body good. It doesn't help you out. It causes added stress. And for a man of my age, which I still feel, young and shit, I gotta deal with the reality that I'm not 20 years old. I'm not 18. I'm pushing 50, people. I have worked all my life. Things haven't been great for me through life, like any other man. I'm no special, but I'm different because the different path and shit that I done walked through and that I had to deal with and shit I had to maneuver through might not be what the other man had to deal with. So that makes us uniquely different. And I am a uniquely different person. So, with that being said, at this time in my life, I choose to live mostly a stress-free life. But are we ever stress-free? No. If you're up on the things that's happening around with our folks in a way that the world is coming to like a fucking end right now, yeah, that's stressful. But the added stress on top of an already stressful situation, it's not good, people. So that's why I come to you with this particular series. And as you know, this is I Am King, the structure of a male's journey. And like I say, man, we talk politics on man. But listen, before I even get with this particular subject right here at the bottom of the screen right there, is she worth the risk? I have to say this. And it seemed like I shouldn't even have to make this statement, but I have to, because it is some people that just don't think common sense. So you have to, yeah. This is not including everybody. Everybody's situation is uniquely different. Mine is uniquely different. Yours is uniquely different. So if the shoe fits, okay, what do? You sure don't eat that motherfucker. You wear that bitch. So if the shoe fit, you wear it. for the ladies. Ladies, listen. Without you, I have a mother. I have a grandmother. I have women that's in my life. So I do value women. So this is not a knock on women. So don't come in my inbox saying another video knocking the black woman. No, I'm not knocking the black woman. I love the black women. I'm in your corner. I'm solid with you. Just like you growing up with your siblings, man. You fight and you grow together. That's how I see the black woman. We fight and then we grow. But sometimes, man, in the myth of growing, things have to be worked out. Kinks have to be worked out. And that's why I come into the black man. The black man I want to give advice to, because when you search the internet and you look at certain things, man, it's a lot of things, man, that just come hard on the brother, man. Now I understand, man, some brothers out here that do fucked off shit. Believe me, man. It's a lot of shit that brothers do, man, that I don't even think I even had the power to fucking make a fight against, man, because they do so much fucked off shit, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to fight with the brother that don't got his shit together, man. But those brothers need therapy. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but I do go off basic understandings, right? Common sense theories on that I apply in my life, right? That could be suitable for you, so you can apply those in your life. And like I was talking to a good friend of mine that's in Kentucky. He asked me a question. I'm not gonna reveal to you, the conversation, but he called me uncle, called him nephew. You know what I'm saying? Young good brother. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, man, the best thing you could do, man, to a brother that want to educate himself is you pass the words of wisdom that you incorporate mentally. You pass them down. You pass the words of wisdom down. You hand that to that next brother that want to learn. It's your purpose to do that. Because if we have more brothers that step up just with words of encouragement, I believe things will get better for the black man in this country. So, on that note, let's go ahead and get into the show, man. Is she worth the risk? Listen, man, ladies, yeah, where to start here, man? Because it's y'all are so different in certain ways, but y'all all mentally think alike in a lot of ways. It's like I see anger amongst the sisters. And this is older to younger. I'm seeing anger in your position, in your disposition. It's anger there. It's anger in your overtone and undertone. The way that you speak to a brother. Now, on that note, if you got you a brother that ain't stepping up and he don't have king, he ain't moving like a king, should I say. He's one of these weak brothers out here, right? That you have to give direction to, but then when you get direction to, he don't know how to follow direction. The simple-minded, weak brother. It's a lot of them out here. Society have made a lot of weak brothers out here. And I'm not going to go into specifics and details on why I say that, but it's true. A lot of brothers has come bitchified. They cry like bitches. They move like bitches. They not alpha. I don't know what type of structure in their DNA, but I guess they consider themselves a man, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got certain type of body parts that a man possess, but mentally you're not there. And a lot of sisters, man, deals with these type of brothers. It kind of, the black community on relationships, it's like polluted, washed down, and corrupted for the most part. We are tainted in a lot of ways. But by me saying that, it's some good brothers out here, man, that strive to do what they know is right. Logically, they think on a common sense level. They know right from wrong, and they strive, right, to do better. Not only do they strive to do better, they want mentally to do better, and their actions shows that. And that's for the hard working brother that get out here, man, and all the cards might not be dealt with that winning hand, man, but the cards that they have in their hand, they play to win. A lot of guys feel like that. It's a lot of obstacles that the black man has to struggle with out here today. And I'm included in that. I have struggles in my life just like any other man has struggles. It's about either you're going to lay down or you're going to be down. I ain't going to lay down for nobody. I refuse to lay down for anyone. Man or woman, beast, demon, devil, whatever. I'm a fighter, man. So it sounds like I'm all over the place, but I'm not. Just hear me. I got a message for you. For the good brothers out here that's trying, that's really, really trying, man, and they handling the situation that's thrown at them gracefully. You dig what I'm saying? Those are the brothers that I connect with. Those the brothers that we can see things and we can speak things and we have a mutual grown folk understanding with one another. Those the brothers that I'm speaking to. Ladies, I don't know if you got that type of brother. But if you do, ladies, if you do have that particular brothers, ladies, please, you have to open your mind and your heart for understanding. You can't be all grimy and loud and uncompromising. Can't talk to you. It's hard to deal with you. You don't know how to love on a brother. You don't know how to take care of a brother. You are completely blinded on what it takes to be with a brother, right? And to keep that man. You're completely blinded. You're going off of your understanding and what you feel and what you think you deserve and what you think you need. And you like, hell with him. Half of the things that he desires, which might be the small things, he have to fight with you just to get. And it shouldn't be like that, ladies. Not with this particular type of brother that I'm talking about. You should be honored, right? And I say that. Honored to be with a brother, man, that's out here trying to do his motherfucking thing. And stand true to himself, man, and not bringing agony and stress upon you. See, y'all ladies, man, don't appreciate a brother like that till he gone. You know what I'm saying? And some brothers, man, switch. When I mean switch, he go from black to whatever. And that's his perspective. He go with whoever he feel that he getting that love from. And I ain't mad at him. If he sure ain't getting it from you. So, to the brothers, man, I want to tell you, man, listen. Sometimes, man, we have to step up. And we have to look at our life and understand that the direction that we going might not be necessarily the best direction for us. We can't never, ever, 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 ever get to the position to where we feel that comfortable, to where we start letting, things go over our head. We cannot allow ourselves to get where emotions is the driving force within our heart and our mind. Listen, to the solid kings out here, man, we love on our ladies, man. And we know how to love on our ladies, man. And we know what our women need. And if we had it our way, we'd get our ladies just that. That's what we would do. We would make sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted when it comes to household, when it comes to fatherhood, when it comes to being a husband and providing for your wife and taking care of your household. Kings already know how to do that. We already know. Those are the brothers that I connect with. Because we could talk amongst ourselves, man, and we could have a conversation, and it ain't about like pandering to one another bullshit. It's about keeping it real, man, and talking real shit, to where the outcome could be, a situation to where it will improve your overall relationship with your children or your wife or whatever. Sometimes we have to talk to one another. You dig what I'm saying? It's okay. Like I say, we're men, but we're different. And that's where I Am King come in play, because we put that shit out here, man, for the men. To have an outlet to where they could come and hear certain things, man, that might apply to them, or that might apply to somebody that they're close to. As a man, I have, a brother and 2 sons, grandkids, grandson, granddaughter. And my wisdom and my knowledge on what I know can be passed down to those loved ones that I love dearly, So, as we move, I'm hearing things. I don't know what the hell I'm hearing. So as we move to get better as men and women, right, in a relationship, we stumble across things that might not be particularly, you know what I'm saying? We have to talk about things in order to move to the next part. When the communication breaks down, when that king is trying to communicate certain things to that woman, we're trying to communicate these things to that woman to better herself, right? To better her outlook on how she views the relationships for the ultimate what? Greater sense of the relationship, to get the relationship back where it needs to be or where it needs to go. Just moving forward. Listen, kings, I'm going to tell you something. And remember this. And I want you to think real deep on this. When a woman who says she respects you, she says she loves you, she says she believes in you, amongst other things. When that woman, that particular woman says to you, you act like you know everything, I feel, me personally, feel like that relationship is coming to a close. It's over, bruh. Because me personally, I could never be with a woman, man, that I feel like can't communicate with, or she's not willing to learn, and she's not willing to follow direction. That's what's wrong with a lot of you sisters out here, man. Y'all have an issue with direction. Y'all feel like it's some type of, I don't know what the hell you feel, because I'm not a woman, but y'all feel a certain way when a brother tries to give you direction. Y'all get emotionally combated, verbally disrespectful. Your tone goes up fucking 3 notches. It comes unbearable to communicate with you because, like you say, we feel we know everything. Listen, sisters, in order for you to become better as a woman, as a wife, a daughter, a mother, you have to understand, man, that direction is only put in place to help you. That's what it is. It's educating you. What I don't understand is when the ladies, they combative with you in your place of home. We're supposed to be love and understanding and compromise and all this that it takes to build on a relationship. Y'all want to fuss and fight with that king, but then y'all go to work and do what the fuck you're told to do with no problems. And the sisters and the women that's out there that gives your boss issues when he give you direction, right? They get your ass up out of there. You're not fit to work in the public sector or a private sector because you can't deal with people. You can't you don't work good with folks. You know what I'm saying? You don't gel with other people good. So your ass get up out of there. But then you come home, hell, and cause havoc and all this other shit with the person, man, that you should want to get direction from. You giving this brother a hard motherfucking time like he's your enemy or something. Not your enemy, man, baby. He just want you to do better. He wants you to do better. He only have good insight, man, for you. He wants your future to blossom. And I'm talking about the kings. And I hate to keep saying that, but I have to say this. This don't apply to every man, because every man don't move like a king. And a king don't move like the average man. So you need to understand that. You need to recognize that. Man, women, if you're viewing this, you have to understand where I'm coming from. A king don't move like a regular dude. A king moves differently. We don't think like the average dude. We don't make decisions like the average dude. We make decisions that's best for ourselves and to move our family forward. We don't go out here and make fucking stupid mistakes. And listen, man, a man is a man. We all have our pleasures that we have to put a cap on. You dig what I'm saying? Whether you like to indulge in a cigar, you know what I'm saying? Your wife might not want you to smoke in the house, so you have to make sacrifices to build you a little man cave in to where you can smoke your cigars in peace. You might have a little sip of something. I don't know. You might blow that good old whenever you get off of work. It's all about compromise. And compromising with the woman that you feel, man, that's going to move with you into future, endeavors and future life, man, and all that with the children, man, raising the children, sending the children off to college or, like helping them, man, decide what things they're going to do for they, you know what I'm saying, that works best for their life or whatever. That's a king. And we get caught up in a moment sometimes to where it just seems like those things is just not connecting right. listen, ladies, to the kings and to the future queens out here. Because mentally, if you're ready, right? And if you understand a man, one day you will become a queen. I don't consider women flat out queens. Even though some might argue that, I believe a king create queens. And every man is not a king. Hold on 1 second. I'm hearing shit, man. I don't know what the hell this shit about. Crazy shit. Hold on, just checking some shit. I hear shit tight. I forgot why I let off. Sorry about that. But hey man, if y'all just tuning in, I appreciate this particular series right here is called A Male's Journey. I am King. I am King, the structure of a male's journey. And I'm your host, BIGGBOSS, semi rocking on the Buyck Brothers Urban Podcast Network. So anyway, as you look at the screen, is she worth the risk? And what it all boils down to, is she worth the pain to be unhappy? Is she worth the risk of your insanity? Is she worth the risk of you being stressful? Is she worth the risk of what the future might bring, which is uncertain? Is she worth that? My auntie always told me, if the good outweighs the bad, it's a go. When the bad outweighs the good, it's a no. And that's how you have to structure your life, so you won't be made to put these particular thoughts in your head, so you become tainted. A scorned woman would not taint the brother that scorned her, but she would go to the next brother and most definitely would taint him. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. She would taint that next brother, because the next brother will come and deal with all the baggage, all the negative shit. Everything that this nigga wasn't to her, you have to be to her. Everything that he didn't do, you have to do that plus more. The father and the provider that he wasn't, you have to do 10 times fold. Don't let yourself be one of those brothers, please. Don't allow yourself to be one of those brothers to where you come in, you the cleanup man. Fuck that. A king is a king. King is not a cleanup man. Fuck that. I structure my household. I am alpha, king, male, king dong shit in my household. That don't mean I rule, and I'm not a ruler, but guess what? I make the fucking important decisions when it comes down to my household. That's what a king does. I'm not going to apologize for none of that. I'm not going to sway from being that way. I'm not going to compromise for being a man. I'm a man first before anything. I'm a man first before anything. And if a woman that loves you and says she believes in you and trusts you and all that, and she got your back, would not want you to be anything different than that. Because she knows she can depend on you. She knows that you will protect her and the children with your life if need be. With no question, period. You give her that security. You gives her that confident perspective that she got a solid dude that loves his family and paves the way for his family to succeed. Okay? He's a protector. He's a provider. That's what a king does. I can't speak upon them other brothers, but I do wish you the best, and I do pray that you become better, but I can't allow myself to change people that can't be changed. And you have to be real honest with yourself. There's some people out here that just simply don't want to change. For whatever was going on mentally with them, only thing you could do with those folks is pray for them. And I pray for them. It's okay. It's all right to pray for people. Because if you love people the way I love people, and I love all people, I love all folks. Anybody that respect me and love me, I respect them and love them. Period. I got mad love for my folk. I got mad love for my black women, especially the ones that carry themselves as queens. And I got mad respect for the brothers that carry themselves as kings. I love them. I love y'all. I love y'all. And I just wish it was more of you, because it would make a situation in the black community, with everything that comes with building a community, it has to be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, man, a king and a queen that respects each other and relays that down to their children, and then their children have children, and the messages are relayed down generational. I have to think that goes out in the world and in the community, wise things get better amongst black folks in relationships and households and things like that. Hold on, what the hell is this? My door be beeping. Anyway, folks, man. Hey, if y'all just tuning in for the first time, man, you watching your boy Big Boss and I Am King, the structure of a male's journey, right here on the Buyck Brothers Urban Podcast Network. Hit the like button, share it. Please make a comment, whether it's good or bad. It don't matter, long as you're leaving them. I've been doing this shit for a minute. And I'm going to keep doing it. Listen, I wish my platform was bigger. It's not. But as long as I know that I talk to one or two or three people that I can relay the message to, it's good enough for me, man. Well, I shouldn't say it's good enough. It soothes the soul. Will be good enough for me, will be good is that a lot of people catches on to the message to where I can get the word out to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Thousands and thousands and thousands of people. That will make me real happy. But until that time come, I'm gonna do what I do here, man. So, so is she worth the risk? Is she worth the risk? Black women, you have, if you want to be in a relationship, everything is not about you. I had a conversation with this young lady, and she was telling me about her relationship, her past relationship, or whatever, how she gave 100. No. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. She said she gave her all. And I said, what percentage calculated in her mind to be her all? She told me 50%. Because he went shit. Literally, she said that. And see, in that, this is a teaching moment for the women out there that feel like he needs to show something in order to get your 100% of what you put into that relationship. Ladies, if you're thinking that, you're going about it wrong. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. Listen, when you choose to say, I'm in this relationship, you give your all, 100% of yourself. And let me tell you why. If some reason that relationship fails and you have to go your separate way, you can be rest assured that you don't have to look back and you don't have to feel a certain way on what you did or didn't do in that relationship, because the only conclusion that you will come up with is that, fuck that, I gave that nigga my 100% self. So you don't have to look back, guess things you could have done better. That would be out of the equation. You work on the things that you need to work on as a woman. If you choose to move on eventually and get into another relationship, so you can go into that relationship giving your 100%, your best. And the king, if you come in contact with that king, he gonna recognize that right off rip. He's gonna recognize that right off rip. But if you go out of that relationship, like you say, give it your 50%, you don't even know what a threshold at to what you need to work on as a woman in order to make yourself better to move on, whether you want to be by yourself or not. But I could tell you this, man, God made man to be with woman, woman with man. We're not meant to be by ourselves. And many women and many men have to come to the realization that you might die alone. Because women, the ratio to black men to black women to black men is few million over black men. So what is that? 3-1, 4-1 women to black men that's out here. So if every black man had a woman, that would leave a few million of black women that just don't have nobody because all the men are occupied. Most women don't think like that, and you should. That's why when you come across a good brother, man, you got to know how to take care of him, baby. Ladies, you have to know how to take care of that good brother, man. You can't treat that brother, man, like shit and expect that brother to love on you. You can't do it, man. I don't want a woman that don't give me 100%. 100%, man, is listen, following direction. Being there for me. Understanding communication, compromise. You know, all that comes in play, man, when it comes down to a man and a woman. A solid relationship. Most ladies, and I'm not talking about all, but goddamn most of them, just don't have the desire, man, to put that needed effort in relationships, man. So I tell the brother, man, and I use my own advice on this. You have to know your value and your self-worth. You have to know what type of person you are. And you got to know when you're being mistreated. And you have to know when to fucking say, fuck this, I'm out. You have to understand that. And if you don't, you're going to fall by the wayside into the unwanted population, man, of the mentally fucked off people that's out here that think that the world moves for them. The people that feel like they could come in a relationship and don't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how women out here, man, can put it in they lips to say that you would need them, when most of the time, man, women, y'all are the needy ones. Y'all are the ones that got the baggage. Children, you need to be fucking humble when a good brother comes in your life and accepts a already made family and have to deal with all the shit that comes with that. For a brother to accept that right off rip, and you give him flack on shit that really don't matter, and you just make life stressful, ladies, you're gonna end up by yourself. You're gonna end up by yourself. Do you want that? I'm trying to prevent that. But for the kings, we seize that. We see it. We see it. And we basically ain't gonna deal with that shit, man. It's gonna come to a time to where we feel like we didn't put in enough work. We done made enough sacrifices. And it comes to a head to where, you know, we have to make that ultimate decision that you don't want to put in another year of this bullshit. You want to keep on rolling, man. You want to find something else. So, brothers, listen. to the kings. If you ever find yourself in a position to where that relationship is you're not gaining anything from it. You're not gaining what you feel like that you need. And it could be just basic needs, baby. It could be basic needs, ladies, that you don't even know what a brother needs. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave that like that. It's gonna be a 3-part series. Just part 1. Is she worth the risk? It's gonna be a 3-part series because there's so much more to talk about. I just touched on just a little bit. But for the kings out there, man, keep kinging. And for the ladies out there, man, that value a king, when you get you a king, ladies, understand, work on trying to be the best you can be for yourself, right? And that king will see that. Simple and plain. A king will see that. You don't have to work on yourself for no man. You work on it for yourself. But then when that right man comes along, he can see the value in you. He can see the love in you, the purpose of you, the type of woman, you know what I'm saying, that he wants to be with. And then ultimately, he talks marriage and he wants to build a family with you and all that. And then you become a king, a queen. But ladies, listen, I want to tell you this. You have to be humble, man, when you come in to a solid dude and you have leftover things about you. You have baggage. You're not what you used to be. You're just a reflection of your old self, right? That youth you don't have no more. The wisdom you carry, but the looks is tarnishing, right? Certain things is dropping. You got kids. You have miles. You know what I'm saying? You have miles that you done, that your body done, you know. And all the rest of these things that you have to consider, right? That this man could possibly accept from you. And you don't come with this man being humble. You don't come to this man giving you 100%. You don't come to this man being truthful and honest, and come with your hands and your mind open to learn direction. You're never too old to follow direction. You're never too old to learn. You have to be humble, lady. So anyway, we'll get into that, man. I'm your boy, Big Boss Semi, reporting all day, every day. Catch us here, man. Listen, please, man, share this. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave a message, whether it's good or bad, underneath the video. This is pre-recorded. This is Sunday, January, let me see, 17th, 2:41 in the afternoon. I'm looking out my window. Look like it's snowing. But like I said, this is part 1. Is she worth the risk? I'm gonna shoot a part 2, and a part 3 will be the final series of this particular series. But we're gonna keep this I Am King structure going. I'm gonna implement more into this, because I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, this is my way of giving back to the kings out here that's making that move for the positive. We have to have platforms, man, to where kings talk to you. I'm an average person. I'm a man like you, but I shouldn't say average. I'm a person, man, that has certain things that's different from me, but I am a man just like you. Is what I'm trying to say. So, on that note, you know, a lot of men don't have a problem with listening to another brother that's been in similar situations, and certain things that we can experience, that I share, right, personally, that you can benefit off of. So on that note, man, Buyck Brothers Urban Podcast Network. Peace. I am King.